grabbed in the backfield. It's Wingo. Oh, he's got some space.
That nigga don't
And
click.
he takes it all the way down to the
Oh, this
26-yard
guy's a
line.
bum.
And that shows up in the stat column as an explosive play for this quarterback, but it was a very simple RPO. Get the ball out, and then guess what? My dudes are better than your dudes. And getting it to him on the perimeter, letting him make plays, all of a sudden, he's way down the field, and it looks like a long completion for this QB.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. First play of the period will be a second down. Here's Arch to throw. Now improvising. Slings it downfield. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket, and good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB, nowhere to go with the football.
Might be changing the route. Manning tries to pick it up on third down. Got his man on
Sit
the
down.
right.
That's why I put you there.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And that's this guy's third catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing.
Way to
As
hold the ball,
every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining more and more confidence in this guy.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Manning. It's complete to the left. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Again, it's Brown. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were in the last 4th down.
That kicker took a nasty-looking shot, and that personal foul goes against the defense. And the Longhorns trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Arch Madness. Makes a catch. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. They'll run with Brown. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Getting the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. They get through and it's blocked. Lost a throw on first down.
Thank you.
Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Touchdown, Texas! How about this defense taking one back?
Shit. Yeah, bye-bye. I like this. Yeah, though, killer. He ain't no thriller.
Great to have you with us
Yeah,
from
no,
Faurot
really.
Field,
When I
Memorial
get you in the
Stadium
Manila.
in Columbia, Missouri. It's the Texas Longhorns
About it, man.
and the Missouri Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down
Behind
to
the
Holly
arrow.
Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. One thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Reese?
Holly, thank you. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Wingo. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone.
Perfect.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Quarterback making checks. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense...
Got a little grass. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, I think the coaches sort of got together and decided, hey, on this drive, we're going to establish the run. We're going to be more physical. First two plays of the drive are run plays, and both have had success. The players have gotten the message very, very clearly. We have got to come out here, and we've got to win the line of scrimmage.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Pulls it in, it's Wingo. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
A give to Brown. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5. The Longhorns will hustle to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Just feeds the running back. They make the tackle at the 22. Will give him 5 yards on the play. It'll be enough for a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Running inside, it's Smothers. To the 10. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. The Longhorns will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
What a great job by the defense understanding where they're on the field. Listen, the wide side of the field's this way. They're going to try to run that sweep, identifying it, flying like madmen to the football, just understanding speed and space. I got to be ready for that, and they were.
Throwing Simmons. Looking to the big tight end. Finds space on the right. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
And the Tigers, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Wide open downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Really, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
And he's going to wind up losing a couple of yards as time expires here in the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Simmons. Firing toward the end zone. And they're not on the same page there.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Simmons from the gun on third down. Working the big fella downfield and outside. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Fourth down, Simmons. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback may change this route. Keep it on the ground. There's a crease. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
What a nice run there. And I tell you, Texas has always been a place where there have been outstanding running backs. This guy is the next in line. He's got vision, he's got speed, he's got power. It always seems like it takes multiple defenders to bring him down. Huge weapon in this offense.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. The run inside. It's Smothers. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Arch is going to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smothers. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And, man, it's really nice to see a QB and see the blitz right away. Sees the blitz coming, they come attack, replace it right away, get it to your running back, let him take off and do some damage. When anybody blitzes, man, try to find that space right behind them, and that's where you can make big plays.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So now they come to the line on 2nd and 7 after the delay of game penalty. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. To throw, Manning. Grabbed behind the line, it's Smothers. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Looking for a man. It's Manning. Swings it out to his running back. Hard running there. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Might be calling a hot route. 3rd down from the gun, Manning. Working that left side now. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Oops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. Throwing Manning. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
Dropping back, it's Simmons. Quickly complete. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's Simmons to throw. Got the quick pass. At the 35, he's got room. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Come on, defense, what are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Throwing Simmons. Looking to the big tight end. Complete in the middle. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Austin Simmons, the play fake. Now sliding to his left. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri!
That is a big-time gamble, man. I was second-guessing the head coach deciding to go for that and not just kick the field goal in the last play of the first half, but he trusts the big fellas up front. They decide to run the ball. They get movement, and he plows his way in for a touchdown, and with it, take the lead on the final play of the first half.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Longhorns will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19.
Bye-bye.
Welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina. It's the Texas Longhorns and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Inside Williams-Brice Stadium for South Carolina, the Sandstorm team entrance is electric. The fans make this one of the most special venues in sports. Loud, proud, and rocking. That iconic entrance is one you've got to appreciate. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And the Gamecocks ready to kick it away first. Looking for blockers. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground, take away that run game, make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Rides to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Here's Manning to throw. Sets up the screen. He's past the 30. Makes the catch and he's free. Past the 10. To the house.
Say, man. Hey,
Touchdown,
man.
Texas.
Say, man. Say, man.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Running inside. It's Fuller. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Throwing Sellers. The sweet feet buy a little time. Crosses the 30. Sides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Fires to the right. With the catch, it's Hunt. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
I love this tight end because, man, he's a weapon in the passing game. Big guy, big target, and he has a lot of ability after the catch. You saw it on that touchdown.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he tacked on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose.
Yes, sir.
And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. What a return that one was. 95 yards. He took it back for 6.
Really?
He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. They go play action with Sellers. That's reeled in. It's Brown. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Face mask penalty cost the D 15 yards and a 1st down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Sellers. Gonna take a shot. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The give to the right. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
To the air, it's Sellers. Looking left. That's caught. It's Hunt. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Gamecocks come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Looking outside, it's Fuller. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense has it, they're on the move. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Here's Brown to begin the drive. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on 1st down.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. They'll keep it on the ground. Maybe a crease. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Making side adjustments here. Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Fields the punt and looking for daylight. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Play fake, Sellers. Quarterback extends the play. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
Love the poise on that play. You saw when he escaped the pocket, he was on the move. He didn't take his eyes from looking downfield. He kept reading the coverage, located a receiver, and picked up a huge chunk play.
The Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. Here's Sellers to throw. Bringing the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
So now it's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Flips it out on the screen. Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Throws toward the end zone. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like, this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
Throws to the back.
Turn on.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Again, it's Sellers. Great protection, and down the middle it goes. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Sellers to throw for it on 4th. Fires to the wideout. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
The run inside. It's Fuller. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Trying to keep this drive alive. He makes the stop, and they'll have it in the red zone after converting on 4th down.
All right, well, we've seen this already on this drive before. 2nd time now, they go for it on 4th down, and they're able to get it running the football.
And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. 1st and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Throwing Sellers. Backs looking for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Grinding and churning close inches short.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a two-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
The Gamecocks spin the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Twice on this drive, they've converted on 4th down. Now they'll try it on 4th and goal. Slams ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
And they converted the extra point with a little help from that left side upright. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Boy, he wasn't far from taking that one a long way as they get him stopped on the return at the 45. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. The offense changing the play. Here's Arch to throw. He's going for it all. Makes the catch at the 20. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. They get the timeout called here and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. And the Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Upstairs, he's got it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The give on the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Gamecocks in the hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
From the gun on third down, Sellers. He's taking the shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. The DBs will back off a bit. Fourth down, Sellers. On the move to his left. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
One thing I love about this linebacker, guys, he's really good against the run, but he's also nice in coverage, too. That time, a cover two look by the defense, so he's just playing in space. He's watching the quarterback's eyes. He's able to jump the route and come away with the turnover.
Handoff for Brown. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. One more time, it's Brown. There's some room. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorn.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
Coming out with it, it's Harbor. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. He threw it big the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Sellers on the play action. Unloads it left.
Thank you.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Texas! And they turn it into a defensive score.
6.
What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
Thank you. Anytime. Well, all right.